realize there were so many people here. Oh my goodness, and I've never been prouder to be wearing pink. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Thank you, Sister Carol Ann, Sister Barbara McCracken. Thank you for that wonderful tour today. Sister Bridget Dickerson, Elizabeth Carrillo, Sister Esther Fangman, and I am moved by the over 70, I understand, 77 volunteers who make Kila what it is. Thank you for the wonderful visit to the center and congratulations on 10 years. I need an applause for 10 years. It's just wonderful to see what Kila is doing to empower women and families to take care of their lives and change their communities. Indeed, empowering women, as we believe in the work that we do, is the biggest, greatest work, and there can be no greater investment than that. I'm here in Kansas, as some of you were there yesterday when I spoke at the Mount, celebrating the Mount, but here again as an extension to celebrate the outreach that the Mount sisters are doing through the work at Kila. A manifestation, in my opinion, of your hope and belief that a better world is possible, a better urban Kansas is possible, better Kansas is possible. Certainly your country is much better for having Kila. When I spoke yesterday, I talked about the Greenbelt movement and which was founded by my mother, who was a very, very proud Mountie. And that the Greenbelt movement was actually built on hope. It was built on hope that by planting trees and seeds, we were also planting seeds of hope. Hope in the women that we work with, hope that they can take charge of their lives and make something better. Because in so many ways, the women that we work with are no different than the women that Kila works with in this community. Women and men, families and communities that have lost a sense of hope for whatever reason. The challenges that they face seem insurmountable. The challenges that they face seem beyond their capacity to be addressed by what they have. But by reminding them that within them is the capacity to address those issues. For the Greenbelt movement, we have a wonderful 3-day seminar that I wanted to explain after I saw what you're doing. I said I must share with our friends at this event. The work of the Greenbelt movement is built on an empowerment workshop that takes 3 days. Over 3 days, we convene about 100 men and women, and we ask 3 questions. The first question is, what are the challenges you face in your community? And we spend a lot of time and we pin those challenges all over the walls. And then we ask and we spend an entire day negotiating those challenges and trying to narrow down. And in any one seminar, we can come up with over 100 challenges. And then we go to the second day and we ask, where do you think those challenges come from? What is the source of these challenges? And inevitably, the source of those challenges is usually over there somewhere far away from us. But we also come closer to realizing that actually some of those challenges come from ourselves and that we are the only source of solutions to some of those challenges. And so we spend the third day looking at, so what are we going to do about these challenges? What actions can we take to address them? What will be our solution? And the powerful exploration that takes 3 days always results in an amazing moment of recognition of the power within. A manifestation of the fact that a lot of the challenges that they face, be they social, political, economic, and many times environmental, can be dealt with to a certain extent by the resources that they already have in front of them, by the resources that they can command. And so, at the end of all of that, we end the session by committing as a Greenbelt movement to working with those groups and those communities to plant trees. Because for us, the tree at the Greenbelt movement is a symbol of hope, a symbol that a better world is possible, a better community is possible, and that community is right there with them, and it's not going to come from the government. In Kenya, we are very fond of blaming the government for everything. I don't know about you all. Anything that's not going right, the government's problem. But we actually address that and face that and come to the realization that, quite frankly, if you wait for the government, you might actually be much worse off. Let's do it. What can we do? Let's take action. We can change it ourselves. And so more often than not, the community realizes that while waiting for others may solve their problems eventually, they can begin to make their circumstances better by doing something themselves. But, ladies and gentlemen, I was just moved today by what I saw at the Keeler Center. I want to applaud you, Sister Carol, because you are doing an incredible job. Doing right here in Canada. And I was especially moved by the offerings. I took a picture of the offerings that the menu of things that are being offered at Keeler, and quite frankly, I want to sign up for the massage class. Because there was a woman who walked in while we were there, and she said, "These massages are the best." But you offer so much that changes people's lives. I had counseling, 108 counseling sessions. Unbelievable. 400 men and women monthly served at the Keeler Center. Just unbelievable. And especially poignant was a comment by Sister McCracken when she told me everybody at the Keeler Center is a volunteer. Nothing is a greater gift than service to others. And that you serve so many people in this community, and the service of 70 plus volunteers who give up their time, their talent, their resources every single day is one of the greatest gifts. And it is a manifestation of the hope of the Mount community in this society that they serve. I applaud you for that. And I thank especially the Catholic charities who have offered the space that the Keeler Center is in. And for all of you who continue to give of your time, your talent, to serve the community through the Keeler Center. I have, in closing, I was told not to talk too much, and I tend to do that, so I'm trying to abbreviate, but I want to make sure that I share with you two of my absolutely favorite quotes. My mother was very fond of the concept of service. Her entire life was about service and giving to others, and I remember she always used to ask me, "What do you want to do?" When I was quite little, I remember her asking me, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" And I had all sorts of things that I wanted to do, but she always had the similar refrain, "No matter what you do in life, nothing will give you more satisfaction than service to others." And she always said that to me, and I just felt that the power of that today when I was at Keeler. And in our busy lives, we often forget to stop and do something for others and give of our time. But whatever we do, nothing will give us more satisfaction, and I want to share with you as well, than service to others. And I also want to read a quote that I love this quote because, again, it really manifests the sense of hope that the Mount community has, and certainly all of you who are here have, because you're here, you obviously are hopeful that a better world is possible. Those of us, Wangari said, those of us who understand, who feel strongly, must not tire. We must not give up. We must persist. I always say that the burden is in those of us who know. Those of us who know. We are the ones who must take action. Life is wonderful, and I love what I have seen here at Keeler, and certainly for the few days that I've been here in this community. You've inspired me, and you continue to inspire hope in your community, and change will come. We are indeed among those who share this burden because we know. Do something about it, and in your own way, give up your time. And I urge you really give up your time, your talents, and your resources for organizations like Keeler. It makes all the difference. It makes your community better. And I know in that you will also find deep, deep satisfaction. Thank you very much.